First off, we have comedian Damilola Adekoya, popularly known as Princess, who broke down in tears as she called out fellow comedian who failed to support her forthcoming shows. Princess went live on her Instagram page on Tuesday to lament that some comedians and musical artists do not publicize her show for her. The comedian is said to host a show tagged Nothing But the Truth at Muson Center, Lagos on the 14th of November. The show would feature musical performances by Vector and J1, whom she claimed did not promote the show on their Instagram pages. Princess mentioned comedians like Julius Agu, Buchi, Benga, Adeyinka, Alibaba, amongst others, stating that they failed to promote her show after some even promised to support her. Towards the end of the video, the comedian added that she missed the late music artist Olarewaju Fasasi, popularly known as South Sultan, who died in July. Breaking down in tears, she says, "In times like this, I miss Sultan. I'm stressed." You see,
so I think it's the sense of entitlement for me.
No, it's not sense of entitlement.
Wait. You're not the first person that has not been supported in the industry. One. Second of all, it's all right to say people are not supporting me, but I don't think it's all right when you start calling out names. Like when you're calling out Julius Agu, you're calling out Vector, you're calling out J1 and stuff like that. And in my head, I'm like, did you try reaching out to those people personally before you came on? That's just my thought.
Let me help you put things in context a little bit, Ife. This lady just finished having a whole public battle between that. Let me tell you something, she's absolutely 101% right to feel the way she felt. I can bet you this is not the first. It's because of that.
It's because of that.
Let me tell you, there's many reasons why people don't come out. And this story is sad for me to say because I don't want to discourage people from coming out because there's always strength in giving yourself the peace of mind to speak. But the consequences, especially inside of the world, is so sad. People repel from that. There's a lady in the entertainment industry, an OAP like myself. I will not mention her, so I don't go and give her any more attention that she already has. She was dealing with abuse, like her boyfriend abused her. It was all over the internet. Everybody came. I just said I'm not mentioning the name Ife on national television. Do you want me to like gossip the name for you?
It's not in the news.
Anyway, it wasn't on Twitter. So what's it called? Everybody came out. Violence against women. Block him. 2-3 weeks after, maybe 4 max. The guy posted on Instagram. In the comment section, everybody that was on Twitter, on Instagram, "Hey, star boy, oh you look nice, oh your shoe, da 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 da." My point, and you know the part that even broke my heart. Till now, she hasn't gotten a single gig. This was a babe that was full time in the industry, was getting back to back. You know those consistent jobs that you have. All of them got cancelled because nobody wants to associate with the messy babe. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So if it was in another context, we would say that she was entitled. But let's not pretend like there isn't a context. The context here is that people don't want to associate with Princess because of the messiness around her. And it's so sad. First of all, if you've promised me, you know that this... Do you know how legal battles drain you financially? You can imagine how important this thing is. For her to be calling out names, she has reached out to everybody personally. Please, I beg, help me. I've been to Princess' show myself because I'm very close to Lepashos, but she's a family friend of ours. Princess has people who repost her work all the time. It's not a new thing. So all of a sudden, if you're not reposting, after I've come to you personally, and you even promised that don't worry, we'll support you, you don't support. She's not crying because you're not supporting. She's crying because you are... what's it called? You're not. You're because of a particular issue. What's the word? You're segregating her. That's the word. It's not an entitlement thing. You're segregating the babe because she has an addiction. That's not nice. It does not matter.
That does not matter. The fact that you did not post. I feel like even for a normal person, like for us here, if we invite a celebrity to the show and we give you flyers and you don't even repost, it hurts you because it's annoying. Now for a celebrity. who
these
has
are
this
her
messy
friends.
situation.
These are people that are her colleagues and stuff. They know that it's going to be very tricky for this babe to really bounce back, and people are not seeing her as something that you want to stay away from. So the community gathering behind her, really saying, "Oh my gosh, this show is going to be the next big thing. You guys should come and support." Is the love she deserves. Yeah. That's not an entitlement. She deserves that because she was the victim in the situation, and nobody is now reposting. What do you mean you're coming to my show? Who cares if you're coming to my show? It's only you I want to come to my show.
The other people
I want your fans to come to my show. You need to post me. You need to support. See, when Said Balogun was here, I said the same thing too. I feel like the entertainment industry and the idea of colleagues is inside the gutter, in the mud. Because
CK posted something like that recently. You saw it, Abi?
It's everywhere in the entertainment industry.
Gets a win, it's like you're competing. Like it's not. He was like, it's not a competition. A win for me is a win for the culture.
Thank you.
It's a win for the industry. So when he was like, if you don't like it, that's your business. And I feel like I get that energy off our industry a lot. Like when someone wins, you see a lot of people hating on the person or getting all bitter and
he's
stuff.
He's not going to be able to do that in his next song.
I mean, it's for the culture,
new song
though.
Is not Kenny, so it's not going to fly. Oh, this person's Kenny. Somebody.
There's so much hate. There's so much hate and bitterness in this industry, and
it's unnecessary.
Anyways, I want to come back to Princess. All right, so maybe I used the wrong choice of words, sense of entitlement, but I feel like whoever a manager is, or was as they should be, right, didn't advise her right. This was not the time for her to put out a show. One.
Why?
Because of...
You think it's too soon?
Yes. I think like she won't be taken... Wait, I think like she won't be taken so seriously about what she's talking about when you're out there trying to do a concert, and you get the case is still ongoing. The case is still, how is she supposed to survive? She should chill. Do you understand? Chill till this case is done. That's what I think. Now you want to make money and the case is not even done. We don't even know the real story. The course has not, the law has not taken its course and all that. Even though deep inside we know what the true story, we know who the perpetrator is, we know who the victims are, right? But I feel like whoever advised her to put out a show at this time, matter of fact, she's not the only one. A lot of people are disassociating themselves from Iyabo Ojo, just for speaking about Baba Ejisha's issue. I thought I didn't want to go there. A lot of people are disassociating themselves from what's it called? Baba Ejisha himself.
As he should.
Now, I remember when Saeed Balogun was here and I asked him the question that did he bill Baba Ejisha? He said, I will buy you data for you to go and see. He could not even say it with his full chest that I was the one who bailed him out or I was not involved.
Because the industry is rotten. Because they would rather support the see. The thing, if you see Iyabo Ojo as a threat, you are a rape apologist or a rapist. Period. Period. Full stop. Argue with your ancestors. If you see Princess as a threat, you are a rape apologist or a rapist. Because if you have no guilty conscience inside of you that is pricking you, you will see that babe and all you want to do is pour her love because she has gone through something that nobody should have gone through. Why not? In fact, I feel like this is the kind of thing where, like the way I'm wired, even if I don't like you, I like your comedy because I know how significant this is for you, I will support. I do that thing a lot for other people. I just found the story this morning.
Yes, I'll be there.
You'll be there.
Yeah. We should be there supporting her.
First of all, that's not even the point of the point here is that our industry it's a serious matter. It's not something that you should joke about and make it so small that you make it about Neymar and I. As an industry at large, we have a pandemic. It's a serious matter, in my opinion. It's not a thing of if Neymar is coming or if Ife is coming. The point is, as an industry, are you supporting
each other?
The victims?
We do not support each other.
Have you ever seen Princess on stage?
I haven't seen her on stage before. I mean, on TV, of course.
So I'd love you guys to go for the show.
I've seen her on stage. What's your point?
What happened?
Just go.
Why are you trying? If you're seeing
is something wrong with her show?
No, it's nothing wrong with the shows. I'm just saying I like it.
But you're being kind of sarcastic, though.
I'm not being sarcastic. I love Princess all my life.
Yeah.
What's stupid about the smog? It's just a smog.
Are you going to take your mind on us? We move on. Are you saying your mind or not? Because we don't have to cradle you to say what you want to say.
All I'm trying to say is, see, it's wrong timing. Wherever. I keep saying this to people. Timing is everything.
Oh my God.
Timing is everything. You have to find the right time to do things.
So you're blaming this on her and not her colleagues? Because even if she brought like show maybe 2 months from now, some people
you know, I don't understand. They want to support that have had shows that nobody supports, and then the turn up is.
But then she's not so many people. She's Princess. She's a comedian.
She's had in the past before, and now she's not having support anymore.
When Funny Bone had this concert, right? I did not see a lot of people post Funny Bone, even though he had one of the biggest. Even though he had one of the biggest venues.
Did he complain that they did not post? Why are you comparing it from them? Did he say? Let me say something.
Wait. You said I should do. I want to say my
say what you want to say. Because what I want to say is not even nice.
Yeah. So yeah, so don't say it if it's not nice before I throw you off the seat. Yeah. All right. So, like I was saying, I didn't hear Funny Bone scream about it. Your colleagues really.
Funny Bone did not.
Oh, let me finish.
His niece did not get raped, but go on.
Anyways, Funny Bone did not scream about it. And we saw other people come out to support this dude. So why didn't you just wait till after your show? Now you are sounding like you're actually begging for people to come.
She's not. Because she already reached out to these people.
That's my first. That was my first question. Has she reached out to them personally?
Yes. That's why she now said that they promised, and you didn't. You said some of you even promised.
Before she came on the blog to call Julius Ago, did she call Julius? Julius Ago promised 2 months ago that he will support you.
What I want to say about this matter is when it comes to people who have actually committed.
No.
Let me say something. When it comes to people that have actually committed crime, when it comes to people who have actually committed a crime, Ife is the most empathetic. Have you noticed? He understands. He will give space for understanding. Somebody shot somebody by mistake and killed the person. Then the person's sorry is not really doing, say, maybe you don't know how he feels. Somebody says on TV that, a few people with AIDS and somebody that their daughter was like, they went through so much shame in the...
Nobody's saying
that rape apologist. I'm saying that you're not giving empathy to this person. Now, let me tell you why I know that Ife is being because I suspect personally, Ife just likes to just go against what I want to say. Let me tell you,
the lawyer
when this particular story, let me finish. I know, you see, I have your time.
The lawyer in me.
I say, I have your time. This particular story, when Yomi Fabi made a movie, as it was hot. It's even not hot anymore. As it was hot, Yomi Fabiyi made a movie and titled it what's it called? Omoyabo Ojo. We were all you on this table? Oh my gosh. Omoyabo, whatever then. Okoyabo, that's the name of the movie. Okay. So when the thing came out, I was swelling. Like, what the hell is wrong with this man? And
I was swelling with you.
Let me tell you what Ife said, because Ife is a big liar. Let me tell you what Ife was saying. Ife said, I can remember clearly, he even swore, he was like, in the industry, you have a right to express yourself. You have a right to be creative with your kidney and your kidney. And you must have a right to... And that he did not say that it was directly Princess. So now why does this babe not have a right to even say her own truth? In fact, I think now is the time for Princess to speak. Everybody abroad. Let me tell you something about comedy. Yeah? It's a very therapeutic thing. Yeah. What's it called? Dave Chappelle, when he came out, he was in the middle of serious mourning. Somebody that opened his show last year was bullied to a point where, adding the triangles together now, but she was bullied to a point that she killed herself because they said, why is a transgender person opening for Dave Chappelle? And in the heat of it, this guy came out and made a whole speech about that, and they had this concert. There's another Asian lady that's short. She's pregnant now. She had a whole freaking thing about being a mom. Her whole stand-up comedy thing was about being pregnant and being a mom and everything like that. Ife knows. as an entertainer, as a creative. As if they hot.
As
if they not even support, babe. As if they hot is when you want to talk about it. As if they hot. People write movies based on their experience. As if they hot.
Not on rape.
Especially on rape.
You come and make jokes. You come and make jokes.
She's making jokes.
She's not going to refer to it.
Have you seen her write up today? He's making a joke about it.
All right, so that's exactly where I was going with all of this. Now, if you know, comedy shows are also very scripted. Now, Julius Agu has been in the industry for too long, not for him to have seen the script or heard about.
I don't understand.
I'm sorry, what are you saying?
Or not for him to know exactly what you want to. Wait, relax, see, guy.
Nobody sees the write-up of that thing except on the team.
I'm sure somebody on the team must have told Julius that look, she's gonna be making some jokes about Julius, about Baba Jesha and all of those things.
How do you even believe she'll make a joke about something so sensitive?
Why do you think she's not going to talk about it?
Because it's not fucking funny.
It's not funny.
It's not. Why would she make a joke about it?
Oh,
something that affects.
Do you think that comedians only make jokes throughout?
I like you guys to go through the show. I like you guys to go to the show for real. And then if she doesn't
make a joke about Baba Jesha.
Yes.
Why the hell do you think she'll make a joke about it?
Because I know she will. Because like you said, I see the odds.
It's like if I see the scripts for the show.
I see the odds.
If do you go to comedy shows?
People want to see.
People talk. See, comedians talk about
on their
politics,
real life experiences, or what they're going through.
If he just wants to, it's okay. I told you, he just wants to. Me, I know if he's doing it deliberately. He wants to see any way to not admit that. Yes, he'll say it because now you want. You're telling.
On the day of the show, she would never address Baba Jesha.
Addressing Baba Jesha is not making a joke about Baba Jesha.
It's different.
She's definitely going to look at the hashtag. The name of the.
So she'll make a joke about it.
During a comedy show, she even be addressing it.
Is it not her show?
I'm very confused.
Something
Do you
that
go to comedy shows? I thought you watched Dave Chappelle's Zone. See, the last comedy show I went to, Dr. Frick High, he talks about politics. He talks about police. Is a comedian. He talks about what's it called? What do you call it now? Police brutality, NSAS. I mean, those things were not a joke about. They were not jokes. But he still made jokes. And I think maybe you're talking out of ignorance here because comedy shows is a lot more intensive than that. Just think about it as a way for this person to come up and talk to you as an audience. Sometimes you would laugh, but they can address whatever it is that they want to address. Yeah. In fact, you know what? Please, I'm encouraging you guys, everyone that's watching. Please go support the babe. If her colleagues are not going to do that, I think we can. If you're not doing anything on the 14th, please encourage the lady because she's been through so much. Next up, we have entrepreneur Laura Ikeji, who replies to people criticizing her over her newly purchased chin, which seems to have criticized reactions online lately. Taking to her Instagram story, the renowned brand influencer schooled critics on the differences between fillers and plastic surgery. According to her, she has never undergone plastic surgery, contrary to erroneous beliefs of Nigerians. She further stated that that the fillers fade off in a couple of months, unlike surgery. You cannot be nice to me. Everyone knows Laura likes to respect herself in public. I got attitude. I walk away. We can't be in the same space, baby. Fillers isn't same as plastic surgery, guys. Niger. God knows I am so American for these people. Okay. People are legit mad about me getting fillers. Like sometimes that will come off in a month. Lol. I'm very confused about this, babe. Do you want to go first or do I go?
First of all, I feel like Nigerians are very hypocritical, yeah. I'm not even talking about like people generally that do like things like change their body or maybe do liposuction or something. They come for you like why don't you love yourself? But the truth is that's
nonsense.
Half of Nigerian women with money, they will do it and they will do more. They will change their eyes,
90%,
their nose,
or at least the wrinkle in their nose,
something,
the teeth, the smile, the lips, the edges, something.
I get where Laura is coming from. Why do you say you're
confused about this, babe?
Why are you confused though?
Because I find it very silly that you upload a video about something. So, I mean, if this babe took it to her friend group, that is more than 2 people, one person agree or disagree. It's just common sense. So why are you putting on the thingy and acting like as if no one allowed to have an opinion about it? Some people don't like fillers. That does not mean you're American for Nigerians. It's a bit disrespectful. Like I don't understand what you're trying to drag here. Personally, I don't care what you do to your face. But then you upload it is to make it like people like what's it called?
I think she looks like a man more.
Hey.
Man, more. So you're saying that
she looks like a man already. I'm not even hiding it. She looks like a man.
Okay.
She's a complete turn off when it comes to a woman for me. And I'm just being real. Yeah, she's a complete turn off. Look, she looks very so like Bobrisky. Bobrisky, the female version of Bobrisky is what she is. Do you understand? She's a complete turn off for me. Do you understand? Then you're not going to get chin like man. You maybe you all go do filler.
Men don't actually have chins like that.
You go do beard now.
See, fillers give you that. Like some fillers even adjust your chin because according to like global beauty standards, you know, sharp jawline, like that's how models are good for. You know, like contour chins or whatever is nice or whatever. That's what she wants to do.
You have a lovely chin.
See, I don't even care about anybody. See, I don't know,
Boy, I said you have a lovely chin.
Thank you. Do you know that even like in relationships, people struggle with that because when you give me a comment about my physical, I could care less. I'm not moved at all because first of all, I don't pick what I look like. I'm just managing what I've got, if that makes sense. Like, I want you to compliment me about my people's skills or like my brain or like something that I know I've made an effort. I can control. Like, I'm not. See, if I was going to pick this face, there's some other faces that probably have picked or whatever. So, I mean, as long as I'm looking in the mirror and I think
have a
that.
Perfect face,
No, I don't have a perfect face. I'll show you perfect faces. It's not perfect.
I say you have a
but
perfect.
But you know, like when I look in the mirror and I think to myself that I'm worth presenting, I feel like that's enough level of. You understand what I'm saying? Self-love or whatever. My own with this babe is you don't need to be telling us
disrespectful.
You don't need to be telling us about your. You don't need to be telling us about your life if you don't want us to have an opinion about it. And just because we disagree doesn't mean that you're more American than us. That's a statement that irks me because what do you think you are doing that's so foreign that we Nigerians cannot comprehend? You choke yourself with injection to make your chin skinny. You think that you're above Nigerians.
She posted this video for attention, number one, of course. Laura loves attention. Like, we all know that. So, I mean, for her to get this kind of response, and of course we're talking about her on TEATIME, and I'm sure she's loving it, like she's loving the attention and all of that. Babe. But I think Nigerians too need to work on themselves and their hypocritical attitudes because we know that if you had that kind of money, you would do all sorts of things to your body.
It's not hypocritical.
So, well, if I gave you $10,000, what would you do to your body?
Oh wow! I mean, liposuction. The tummy must go.
So wait, well with the gym, why do you need a lipo?
I mean, like,
because why not?
For
you give me 10,000, as in that's the idea now.
For your body in the
10,000. What are you doing to your body?
Boom. I'm joking.
You are not joking.
No, I don't like boom. I'm so small. I feel like my mom will be carrying me down. Anyway, when you give me the $10,000, I'll figure it.
I met this baby.
Maybe something dental. Like
she's like
we're running out of time,
right?
sorry.
But she has like a
1 minute.
Yeah, and I just thought it was very amazing, and I think
30
Bom
seconds
is good for you.
And on that note, that is how we wrap up the show. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to join the conversation on social media at TEATIME. Let's also pray for my dear Koanko because he's been bamboozled by endowments. Remember that you can also catch up on all of our previous episodes, including this one, and all our exclusive content by subscribing to our YouTube channel at PlusTvAfrica Lifestyle. You can also watch us on RTTV and, of course, in London on Ben Television and 308 Star Times. Guys, we're everywhere. There's no excuse to not be catching us live. A big thank you go out to my co-uncle's Neymar for keeping this hot and jiggy with me and fighting Ife down with all his comments. I'm joking. Ife Oshike, thank you so much for bringing the energy as always. The entire production team. My name is Ife, your absolute favorite. Have a good day.